Yes, I guess we are live now. Let me cross check. Yes, I guess we are live. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the live session. We'll wait for a couple of minutes and then we'll start. In the meanwhile, those who have joined the YouTube live, please give me a quick confirmation in the chat window. Am I audible properly? Yes, I can see people are joining. Hi, Rajesh. Good evening. Hi, Parth. Akshay. Hi, Silva. Okay, a lot of people are joining. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. So we'll wait for one more minute and then we'll start. Hi, Ankit. Hi, Soumya. Thank you so much for the confirmation. Thanks, Pooja. Okay. So, guys, this is a random YouTube live. Basically, if you have any questions related to test automation, current trend, anything which is running in your mind, if you need thoughts, clarity, any guidance, feel free to post any questions. I will try my best. We will have this live for 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will try my best. And I was not regular uh, from the last few months because of multiple batches, but I will try to come live maybe more frequently in 2026. Okay, so let's start with the question. The first question is from Parth. Sir, can you please decrease the price up to 2K for Playwright batch? As a student, it's difficult to pay 15,000. See, Parth, understand when it comes to live courses, I spend almost 3 months with the students, right? So 2,000 is not even possible for the recordings. So if you are looking for alternatives, you can watch my YouTube videos, which is of course for free. You can explore Udemy for 399. But when it comes to live training, I cannot decrease the prices because my active involvement and the support which I provide. So price I cannot decrease, but yeah, the other alternatives which we can do. But I understand from a student perspective, I can give you EMIs, but 2K will not be possible. Shiva says, is JavaScript must to learn Playwright? See, Shiva, understand a Playwright supports multiple programming languages. You can start with Java, you can start with Python, you can start with C Sharp, you can start with JavaScript or TypeScript. But when it comes to market demand, what I've seen, Playwright with JavaScript and TypeScript have the much more demand as compared to other languages. Just like Selenium supports 5 languages, right? But most of the demand is for Selenium with Java. In the same way, Playwright supports multiple programming languages, but if you see the job description, most of the job description I've seen is Playwright with JavaScript / TypeScript. So you can start with any programming, but only thing is you have to see which one will be more suitable for you. Can automation testing is good for career and salary point of view? Yes, Parth. If you see the market demand trends, even if you know manual testing, see, since you're a fresher, you are in college, you have to start with manual testing, but manual only will not help. So manual plus automation have a huge demand. And when it comes to salary, I have seen the good salaries for test automation engineers. So don't worry about the salary part. You focus more on your interest. Since you're in college, you're a fresher, you focus more on your, uh, I will say, interest. If you have more interest towards development, this will be the initial time is good for switch. But once you spend 5 years, 10 years, then switching to development or DevOps will be little challenging. So in the early phase of career, it's good to take a pause, analyze what is your main strength. If you love coding development, then you can start with development. But eventually, when it comes to survival, I will suggest get into any role. If you want to get into IT, initially most of the people they start with manual testing. Some people start with support engineers. So initially you might not have a choice, but if you have a preference, that will give you more clarity. Prasanna says, I have 8 years of experience in automation testing, Java, Selenium, JavaScript, Playwright. Should I continue in testing or am I thinking about switching to data engineering? Please guide me. See, Prasanna, since you have spent almost 8 years into automation, I would recommend still continue with uh, testing. And I would recommend, if you want to get into DevOps or data engineering or any other domain, first try with IJP. You build a skill first, initial 6 months or 1 year, then try for IJP. Within your organization, if you are getting into a different role, then try to get at least 2 years or 3 years experience in the same role, then you apply for switch. But from 8 years experience directly, if you get into data engineering, data science, or even DevOps, you will struggle in interviews to justify your roles responsibilities. So first learn, build the skill, try IGP, then you can switch. 07431. See guys, please join with the real name so that I can understand better and I can connect with you in a better way. Suggest helpful insight for learning JMeter for SDET role. See, when it comes to JMeter, K6 or Gatling, you take any performance testing tool and get comfortable with one tool. Nowadays, see, if you are only focusing on performance engineering role, there's a huge demand. What I've seen in the job description nowadays, they are asking automation. When I say automation, functional, and from non-functional, at least one non-functional automation tool. So JMeter would be the right choice. Free, open source, lot of study material available on YouTube. You can start with my YouTube. There are a lot of videos on Raghav Pal channel also on JMeter. Very easy. You don't need to write much code here. Basic scripting will be enough. You just need to understand about first performance engineering, then you get into the tool, because tools will give you thread pools, it will give you sampling, it will give you benchmarks, it will give you reports. But until you don't understand the performance engineering concept, then you will keep struggling with the tools. So before you jump into JMeter, understand performance engineering, then you get into maybe K6 or Gatling or JMeter. I would say start with JMeter. Prithvi says, is it good to learn only Playwright? No. See, understand, Prithvi, you need to understand the market dynamics and it keeps changing. If you ask me, in 2020, it was Selenium with Java and Selenium with Python. 2021, 2022 was more about Selenium and Cypress. From 2023, 4, 5, I have seen Selenium and Playwright. It's not or. So don't stick to one tool or only learn one tool. Market is very dynamic. You have to be little competitive. So in each category, you should have minimum two tools. At this moment, uh, and for the future perspective, at least in 2026, Selenium with Java and Playwright with JavaScript or TypeScript will have a huge demand. So only will not help. It should be and. Okay, question from Sachin. What do you think about 2026? What should QA guys focus on to stay relevant in the industry? Also, what about AI testing like LLM tuning and all? So Sachin, that's a very interesting question. Now, let me give a different perspective. You will continue with manual testing, okay? So 60 to 70%, or let me phrase, let's say 50% you will do automation, 40% you will do manual. Remaining 10%, if your applications are on AI based, then you have to also understand how you can test AI based applications, where you will have again multiple tools to test your LLM models. Okay, so again, here we have multiple tools. For example, Promptflow, that is one of the tools that you can use. So you need to get comfortable with LLMs now, how to test them, the different tools which is available, and the different criteria that we use for AI based testing, chat based applications if you need to test. So it will be mixed role. It will not be like only manual testers or only automation engineers. It should be the mixed role. So understand how you can test AI based applications, understand how to use proper prompts, basically understand prompt engineering, different LLM models comparison, which LLM model to use for which purpose. And slowly you get into the tools. Let's say if you want to get into you want to build your own AI application or agentic AI application, then we have N8N, LangChain, Make.com. So these are the tools which will help you to build your own AI application. So complete bird view, you have to get comfortable, not immediately but slowly, that how you can use LLM models in a better way, build AI application using this frameworks, for example, LangChain, and how to test these applications, okay, using different framework which is available in the market. So Mercedes, just wanted to know your opinion. how will job market will be in 2026? See, Soumya, 2025 was not a good year. A lot of layoffs, especially in the initial year of like initial of this year and the last 3 months. But I have seen the bubble which was AI bubble. It's I will not say it's getting crashed, but I have seen people realize that only AI will not help. They need real people, real skill who can use AI and they can use their own skills to test the application a better way. So many companies they started that we don't need employees, we will be replacing them with AI or the different AI tools. But somehow that bust has been broken, and I see the good market in 2026. Lot of job openings will be coming, and only thing is your skill should be as per the market. I remember I discussed with you over the call that whatever skill set you have, you try to continue with that skill for initial 1 or 2 months. If you're not getting the result, you might have to change your skills according to the market. But you have to get comfortable with the flow, with the trend. If you stick to only the skills that you have currently, that is good. But if you're not getting the desired result, you might have to tweak a little bit. But I can see the good opportunities 2026. 5 was not good, but expecting some good result in 2026. Actually, nobody knows, but that's what I feel. But let's see how the market goes. How to switch through only robot framework experience. Uh, okay. See, only keyword you have to remove. Okay. Only robot framework will not help. Only Selenium will not help. Only Playwright will not help. See, robot framework is keyword driven framework, right? It's not a skill. First of all, it's a framework that you downloaded, you created your own keywords, and you're using it. So it's not a skill. It's just you use some tools and you did automation. It's a good skill that you have acquired. Now add this with Selenium and Playwright. Only will not help. See, there was a trend, if I'm not wrong, 2020, 14 to 18. It was like you might have seen in every job description, but now other things have captured. So robot framework, it's good, but also get comfortable with the new tools which is coming. I would highly recommend explore AI based tools as well. You can explore test trigger, which you can add in your resume as well, that you are comfortable how to use AI based tools. And robot framework also have introduced AI adapter, if I'm not wrong. If not, you can use MCP server with robot framework as well. Santosh says, what are the minimum tools and technologies to be mastered as SDET other than Selenium, Playwright, Postman, and Rest Assured? See, Santosh, if you have covered Selenium, Playwright, Postman, Rest Assured, uh, then I would recommend if you have not learned BDD, learn BDD. If you have not did, if you have not learned about cloud, learn about the cloud, and now LLM models. Okay, uh, different tools which you can use to build your own AI-based applications. And apart from this, now I want you to get into the cloud side as well. If you want to switch into DevOps, but when it comes to test automation, understand we have multiple categories: web, API, mobile. You have mastered all. Now, if you want to explore more before you jump into a different domain, at least learn JMeter, K6, or Gatling. Get complete mastery on performance engineering. Then you can be satisfied that yes, I have covered all the areas of test automation. But if you just cover the functional automation and then you will switch, then this will be incomplete for you. So I would recommend for the next 3 to 6 months, finish this area. Then you have multiple options to explore. You can get into DevOps. That will be the easiest and closest role after QA. That will be my recommendation. But again, you see your interest and take a call accordingly. Understand, Santosh, tools will keep on changing, but this category will remain same. I will not recommend you to learn 10 tools in each category, right? For example, Selenium, Cypress, Playwright, WebDriver, IO, Nightwatch, they all do web automation. Type, click, drop down, mouse over. So don't learn multiple tools in each category, 1 or 2 tools in each category, then get into non-functional. Even if you want to explore more about non-functional, then I would recommend security testing, right? Accessibility testing. Once you cover everything, then I will say yes, software test engineer architect. Then you can get into other roles if you want. Otherwise, you can continue with the same ladder. Is this Tosca automation good? Yes, because many job description I've seen they are asking about Tosca, But again, Tosca is paid tool, and many company don't use Tosca. So Tosca is one of the additional skill that you have, but focus on other skills as well. Namaste, how are you, sir? How are you? I'm good, Rama. How are you? How can I continue to use GitHub Copilot without paying as per my account? Free plan limit reset on 16th January 2026. Say Shiva, if you're using the free plan, then obviously after 30 days, your uh, plan will reset. Uh, most of the companies, those who are adopting AI, they are giving licenses to their employees they can use, right? Uh, with enterprise account, I've seen the limited access of Anthropic Sonnet, but GPT, they have a limited access. So either you pay or keep changing your account. That is the only option we have. So if they are giving you free credit, that is only to explore how GitHub Copilot can help you. But if you want free access, then you might have to see if they're announcing some uh, free plans to the users. Right now, GPT-4 is free for 12 months, right? And Perplexity is free for Airtel users. But GitHub Copilot, they have not announced as such. You continue with free plan, keep changing email IDs if you want to use it. Otherwise, once you get into the company, they will give you the access which you have to use, and at the end of the month, they will also monitor how much you have used. Learning language is difficult to understand. As a BCom graduate, please assist some alternative without learning coding or better roadmap. See, Aru is not about only the BCom graduates, even those who have completed software engineering with computer science, electronic background, or mechanical. Everybody is struggling with the coding. But this struggle is not for the lifetime. This initial struggle is 2 to 3 months that everybody have to go through, irrespective whether they're BA, BCom, or engineering. So when I was doing engineering, we covered CC and C++, so it was not helpful. I restarted when I came to Bangalore. In the same way, everybody start from the scratch. There's no alternative. See, don't try to find shortcuts without coding. See, you need a little bit of coding, even if you see AI. AI can help you to write the code. But to review the code, you need to get comfortable with coding, right? So you have to now change your mindset that you don't have to learn each and everything in programming. Understand what are the main concepts in programming, get comfortable with syntax, get comfortable with logic, and start. Once you get experience, you will see AI will help you to write the code, but what code you have to review, what changes you have to make, if you don't know the basics also, you will struggle. So without coding is no option at all. You have to get comfortable with coding, and pick, maybe if you want to start as an easy language, start with Python. But if you are looking for the job change, then Java I would recommend. Now coming back to better roadmap, I will come up with a new video in 2026, maybe after 5th of January, that what you should learn. But I already have one video on my YouTube channel, uh, how to learn Java or roadmap to learn Java. So if you go to YouTube, you will find my video. Utkarsh, hey Mukesh, your opinion on AI agent creation for automation or testing as core. There are issues with hallucination, and do you think it will improve uh, over the long time, 5 to 7 or much quick? See, Utkarsh, it's all about if you're just using LLM models without proper data set, it will do hallucination. And you will see there's one more term called data poisoning or LLM poisoning. But if you combine your AI agent with RAG, then chances are less that it will do the hallucination. So yes, things will get better over the time. If you remember when ChatGPT came in 2022, right? You were not getting the proper answers, even for basics one. But it has improved a lot in the last 3 years. Same thing, hallucination and poisoning will get better. But if you want to control that as well, you can play with the parameters, you can change the uh, parameter types. Plus, you can also give RAG your own data set so that it will not hallucinate with huge amount of data. It will focus on the core data that you have provided using RAG. So Pinecore you can use for RAG. But yes, answer is it will get better over the period of time, not 5 to 7 years, within 1 or 2 years. I have 6 years experience in testing manual automation API UI, and I'm not getting interview calls. Any suggestions and anything that new need to learn? Okay, so Ramasudha, first of all, if you're not getting calls, it means something is wrong with your profile. What I've seen, those who have less than 10 years of experience, they're getting good calls. So for 6 years of experience, you should get some better calls. So either your resume is not optimized, your LinkedIn is not optimized. Even if you have learned automation, maybe you have not learned that right tool which is required as per the market. So it's time to take a pause instead of learning new tools or new languages. Take a pause, analyze what is wrong. You check with your colleagues, those who are getting better calls. Check their resume, check their LinkedIn profile, how they are doing better, and do some changes. Okay, if things are not working right, it means there's some changes required. So make the changes, and chances will be high that you started maybe last month or this month, right? December is not good month for hiring. So you will see good calls maybe after 5th of Jan or 15th of Jan. So instead of changing everything, take a pause, wait for 1 week or 2 weeks, because this is a cooling window period. Most of the companies don't even hire from 15th December to 5th of January or 15th December to 15th of January. So this month, don't overthink. Let's wait for 5th or 15th of January. Even after that, if you're not getting calls, it's high time to make changes. This week covered already. Shiva says, hi, I'm having 7 years overall of manual and automation. So now we are using Selenium. Good, Shiva. Can I continue or should I learn Playwright also? See, Shiva, Playwright is not a option anymore, right? It has to be part of your resume. And don't trust me, open LinkedIn, open Nokia.com, open any job portal, you will see Playwright. Even though they will not ask you many questions related to Playwright, but they want Playwright has to be part of your resume. And Shiva, since you already learned Selenium, Playwright learning will not be tough for you. It is still in Selenium. We write driver.find element by expart.send keys. Here we will write page.locator.fill. Await, await page.locator.click. So in terms of activities, it will remain same. Only thing is you need to get understanding how Playwright is better. The protocol is changed, architecture is different, auto wait functionality have been added. You will get traces automatically, right? So all things are additional, which is available in Playwright. So learn that as well. Ranjana, 15 years of testing experience, looking at AI capabilities. Where to see herself after 5 to 7 years? What to do next? See, Ranjana, if I'm not wrong, you have been in my Playwright batch. See, now what I know that you have explored almost every area of uh, automation side. I would recommend now focus more on building AI agents, testing AI agents, which you can use in your organization to create manual test cases, to create test plans, to create automation test. Right now, it's up to you. What are the capabilities you want to use using AI? So with time, if you get comfortable with AI, you can build multiple applications which can be used for different purposes. And after a automation part, like if you think you want to get into a different role, like after 15 years, I have seen people get into mostly principal key engineer, architect role, tech manager roles. So if you get good chances, if you get good opportunities, then you can plan these roles as well. But many people, they generally want to get into tech roles only, like me. I was never into people manager. So given a choice, I will get into always tech. So if you like tech, you can continue with this tech, assuming that you will get comfortable with the agents. And yeah, tech manager role, if you get in the same organization, it's good. Otherwise, you can switch. Will AI replace software testing? Any course to do AI agent testing? See, Gorang, so this question is not new. You might have seen this question was coming when automation testing came into picture, right? Will automation testing replace manual testers? The answer was no. Now it is manual plus automation. Now the same thing has come. Will AI testing will replace automation testing or manual testing? No. It just now mix. Initially manual plus automation, now manual plus automation using AI or with AI. So they will go hand in hand. There's not say the concept of vibe testing, vibe coding, right? That they're looking for someone who can use AI to build fast test fast, deploy fast. But if they're missing the core functionalities, uh, then it will not be useful. So just how you can use all three and deliver the right product. That is what companies are expecting. But if you only know AI, if you don't know the fundamentals, then it's a mess. So answer is no, it will not replace. It is part of your day-to-day activity, right, Korang? I don't remember uh, even a single day where I don't use this AI tools. At least ChatGPT everybody use, right? Whether it's writing mails, whether it's writing messages, even for basic things we're using. So you get comfortable with AI. In the same way, while writing the test, while writing the code, even for deployment, I see many people are using AI. So just all mix. It's not going to replace anything. Just the usage part. Initially, 70% was manual, 30% automation. Right now, it is 50% manual, 50% automation. So this percentage, it will keep vary. I'm good to hi sir. I'm concentrating my skill in Java Selenium in the coming years. Playwright with Java will also have more job opportunities. Do I need to switch with JavaScript? See, I would recommend Playwright with JavaScript / TypeScript. Playwright with Java is good. You will understand how Playwright works, but opportunities wise, not many calls. Okay, I can see many people are new to Playwright. So guys, those who are interested, I'm going to share one information. We are starting our live training program from 12th of January. It's Playwright with JavaScript, and we will also integrate AI. So let me quickly share my screen. Those who are interested, you can contact me or my team. It will be completely live training program. I will be sharing all the details in the description. So you will understand how to use Playwright. We will first start with JavaScript. We will also cover additional sessions for TypeScript as well. Playwright, you will understand how to use different frameworks, how to build framework, how to use AI with Playwright, GitHub Copilot, Zero Step. We will also learn about Jenkins, Docker, AWS, GitHub. And if you're preparing for interviews, we will also have a resume building session, live test quizzes. And at the end of the course, once you're done, we will also have mock interviews. So we're starting from 12th of January. It will be a weekday batch, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST, Monday to Thursday. Total duration 3 months. We will also talk about how to build framework from the scratch, how to use MCP servers, how to use different LLM models, how you can deploy LLM models on your local system or on cloud. Plus, we will also see the different tools available in the market to build AI agentic applications. So those who are interested, let me know, or you can directly register from here. Okay, so let me take the next question. Hey Mukesh, how are you? How was the market for testing now? What are the skills to be improved in AI tech? See, Ram, whenever you get into this question, what is the market? Is the best option is open LinkedIn, Nokia.com, upload resume and see whether you're getting good calls. But market is good. Only thing is, it has become little competitive. Each category, multiple tools are needed. Interviews has been little tough. Uh, Minimum every company have one coding round, so you have to get comfortable with coding also now. And when it comes to AI part, get comfortable with LLM models, get comfortable with AI assistant, which is available in the market like GitHub Copilot, your Codium, Cursor. Plus, in case if you want to build your own AI applications, LangChain. LangChain with LangSmith and LangGraph. Or you can explore N10, but N10 you don't have anything to learn. It's all about drag and drop. So I would recommend LangChain. Rajesh, I'm having 8 years of experience and have been applying for SDET, having worked on mobile web API very good. I haven't seen that much interview call for the last 2 weeks. See, Rajesh, as I mentioned, December is not a good month for Switch, but you can expect good calls in January. But only with Selenium, it's little difficult. Learn Playwright. You can start with my YouTube channel. I have around 28 videos on Playwright. Search Playwright by Mukesh Otwani, complete Playwright, add in a resume and see the call, it will change. Number of calls will be much higher if you just add more skills. See, nowadays everybody knows Selenium. Okay, even a fresher knows Selenium. So you need little extra edge to get better calls. Let's see. Hi Mukesh, having one question. How do you see the role of QA evolving with generative AI and what key skills should we develop? So Nancy, I guess you joined late. We discussed this question 2-3 times. So I would recommend after this, uh, re-watch the recording. We have covered this answer. Q fast framework? No, no idea. Harsh, I am a manual tester. So what would you advise me considering I have JavaScript experience? See, JavaScript experience will not help Harsh. Okay. You need to build something out of that. So either you see when it comes to LangChain or different AI tools, you can use JavaScript also. You can use JavaScript for building applications, for testing application, for deploying, and for AI. So JavaScript, you know, as a programming language, but you what you can do out of it, that is the skill. So if you're a manual tester, start Playwright with JavaScript and then Selenium with Java. Playwright also supports API testing. You can also start API testing using JavaScript. Obviously, either you can use JavaScript core library or use Playwright. I have 12 years of experience in mechanical, especially automotive. I would like to shift to IT. What would be the roadmap for the pivot? Is it possible or was shifting towards IT? IT. Uh, that's a tricky question. See, Kiran, when it comes to coming to IT after 12 years of experience, you have to do some experiments first before you jump into this. Create a roadmap for you, because directly coming to IT will not be easy. It will take minimum 6 months to 1 year to complete the tech stack, and then you have to start maybe with some startups or mid-scale company directly with 12 plus experience, and with only learning you will not get into MNCs immediately. But yes, if you have a long view, long term vision, then yes, if you plan after 2 years to 3 years, it can be done. But initially you have to start with startups or some companies which is still growing, because even if you learn for 6 months or 1 year, you will not get the clear understanding or real time experience of someone who already have real time experience of 10 years in IT, right? So you have to learn little faster, experiment little faster, spend more time on projects, spend more time on automation. Then it can be done. I'm not saying it cannot be done, but it will be little lengthy process, but can be done. So it's worth giving a try. You can do a pivot and start with startups. See, because this we discussed multiple times, so uh, no need to type again and again. In testing, in which AI model we have to learn if AI comes to the picture? What is the impact of QA jobs? See, Gayatri, when it comes to which AI model, I have seen when it comes to writing code, Anthropic's Sonnet 4.5 is better performing, but many companies, let's say they're using Libra Chat, right? So behind the scene, whether using GitHub Copilot, Cursor, Codium, or Libra Chat, behind the scene, all these LLM models are getting used, right? For coding, what I have seen, as per my personal experience, Anthropic Sonnet 4.5 is better. But if you would like to try basics, GPT 4, 5 also is good. But personally, I use Sonnet, which gives me better results. The second part, if AI comes to the picture, see, it's already part of the picture. It's not a if, Gayatri. So companies are using different LLM models, different coding assistants, right? Different AI tools they have bought and they're using it. So impact is now how you can deliver little faster. See, initially we used to deliver, let's say 20 test cases, right? I'm talking about manual. Now, because of AI, the expectation is little high that you should deliver more, faster, in a better way, right? With more coverage. That is the expectation from a QA now. Same thing is happening with automation. Initially, the target was 3 to 5 test cases in a day, right? Because we used to write the code. Now, since AI is writing the code, much better code actually, they're expecting more test cases. With more test cases, more coverage, better reporting, better framework, right? And same thing is happening with different areas, whether it's into development or DevOps or testing. The time frame have shrinked. Initially, we used to take 5 days. Now it will take 3 days. It was taking 3 days. Now it will take one day. It was taking 1 hour. Now it will take 30 minutes. So adopt AI as much you can, but make sure you don't compromise on the quality. You don't compromise on the coverage part. Ritesh, I have learned a lot from you. Thank you for everything. Thank you so much, Ritesh. Thank you so much. Alok Creation 9466. Could you recommend the best resources to learn AI testing and when your Playwright JavaScript TypeScript batch starting? See, look, this is starting from 12th of January. I've shared the details. I will share once again. If you are someone who prefer live training, you can enroll for my new batch. We will cover everything right from programming till AI in testing. And if you want to start freely, you can visit multiple YouTube channels, which is available on YouTube. You'll find many good resources. See, the only problem with self-learning is the accountability. If you get stuck, if you have any doubts, you might drop some time. But if you are self-motivated, go ahead with the YouTube videos or Udemy courses. But if you need uh, better roadmap, more support, handhold and support, then you can join my live classes as well. Can you please share your journey from job to entrepreneurship? Yeah. Yes, thank you so much, Emma. Yes, I can do that, but maybe some other time. I will keep this only for technical Q&A, but I would like to share this because September I have finished almost 11 years on YouTube, and 2023 to 2025 was my own entrepreneurship journey. So maybe I will share sometime because I thought let's have a Q&A for test automation today. But that's a good suggestion, Amia. Thank you so much. How to keep the skill set current when you are not working with those tools day to day? And I tend to forget after a month or so. I find it difficult. Yeah, Ashutosh, that's a very common thing. If you're not using something every single day, you will forget. So obviously, the first answer would be keep using that tool. But understand, Ashutosh, you cannot learn each and every tool which is available in the market. You cannot learn each and every library which is coming after every day. So sometimes on social media, you'll see the FOMO effect, right? See, as a content creator, it's my task and responsibility to make videos. I will make videos on whatever new tools are coming. But is that applicable for you? Is it relevant for you? Right? Or out of FOMO, you think that you have to learn a lot of things? No. So generally, you see what is your expectation, the current trend, and if you are looking for a job change, see the market demands and then learn accordingly. If you see everybody on LinkedIn, they will post new things, right? Because as a content creator, we have to post, but you have to see whether everything is relevant for you or not. Now, imagine I am running a shop. I will be selling multiple phones, right? Android, iOS, or Android, Samsung, Xiaomi, Vivo. For me, everything is a product. But if you already have a product, unnecessary, you don't need to buy, right? In the same way, multiple tools will be coming, multiple libraries will be coming. You see which one is relevant. Out of curiosity, you see what this tools is doing, what are the additional capabilities it provides, and understand. But don't try to learn each and everything. But understand what is important for you that you need to learn and keep using in a day-to-day activity so that you will remember. Actually, one last point. Say you might forget the syntax, but you will not forget what the tool is doing, right? For example, you started Playwright. You have not used for 6 months. Obviously, you'll forget the syntax, you will forget the methods that you have used, but overall, you will get a high picture that how Playwright works, the features of Playwright, right? So focus more on fundamentals, Coming back to syntax part and you're learning, forgetting everything, that is just a matter of practice and your usage. Which AI tools will be useful to learn for automation testing? See, for automation testing, there are multiple paid tools, multiple uh, paid libraries are available. If you want to start exploring AI tools, you can start with Test Trigger, so that you will understand how these AI-based automation tools are working. It supports web, API, mobile, desktop, SAP application, mainframe applications. Once you're comfortable, then it's just a matter of you will keep changing the tools. But if you want to build your own applications on or your own testing framework, LangChain. Test Trigger, you can start. You will find many videos on my YouTube channel. This is personal one. Any hopes for unemployed QA having 5 years of experience and is unemployed for 6 months? Who starts learning automation with Playwright? See, Sagar, 5 and 6 months is not a big gap. Okay. Up to 2 years, you will not find many issues. But the moment you cross 2 years of gap, then there will be issue. Now, coming back to only Playwright, no. Selenium and Playwright. Rest assured and Postman. Okay. BDD framework, cloud. Now, if you have been unemployed, there could be many reasons, right? Family issues, health issues. I'm not getting into that. But this gap is not that big that which you cannot fit or which you cannot fill. First, re do rebrand yourself, change your resume, change your LinkedIn profile, update the skills which you don't have, and restart from 2026, which I can say. So 5 years to 10 years, lot of opportunities. It's just the skills are missing. Focus on your skills and restart. Okay, a lot of questions. I will go little fast so that I can cover maximum questions. Which tools are used for mobile automation apart from APM? See, Amal, APM is the only tool which has been used in the market from a long time. Still, uh, leader in that mobile automation category. So continue with APM. No need to change the tools, okay, because of newness. This tool is working. It has been in the market. You will see MCP server also came. A lot of enhancement also came. APM 2. Continue with APM. No need to change. Balchandra Yadav, hi Mukesh, could you please advise me on good mentor or resource for Salesforce QA? Also share thought about Salesforce with Selenium, Playwright, any additional sit we need to add. So Balchandra, I have worked with Dell and in Dell I have automated Salesforce applications. So I have most of my colleagues who are still working on Salesforce. So I can connect you with them as well. Now, coming back to automating the Salesforce application, you can go with Selenium as well. You can go with Playwright as well. I would recommend Playwright because most of the time you will see in Salesforce, you will see a lot of shadow DOMs. And Playwright supports auto piercing of shadow DOM. Selenium also it supports, but you have to use get shadow root method to get the shadow root and then switch. Playwright supports auto piercing. That's a very plus point for Playwright. So no drastic changes if you want to automate Salesforce. Playwright will take care of Shadow DOM automatically. This Vikas we covered. Copado is good to learn. Naman, I have not seen much openings, but yeah, see any tool which is helping you, you can learn. See, understand Naman 2 points. One is your wishful learning, and second is your forceful learning. Wishful learning you will do when you see some trends, when you see some market insight, you pick that tool and learn. Forceful learning is when your company have introduced and now you are forced to learn that tool and implement that. You don't have any options, right? So if you're into that second category, use Copado, understand how it works, implement, add in your skill, but also add other skills as well. Vipasha, hi Mukesh, can you please advise me a good resource for learning GitHub Actions? Vipasha, I have a dedicated course on GitHub Actions. I can share that with you. So it's a 99 rupees course. It's a very small course where you will understand how GitHub Actions work, how to build pipelines using GitHub Actions. More than enough to start. And if you're looking for the free resources, I have my GitHub repository, which I can share right away. One second. So Vipasha, this is the link where you'll find multiple GitHub workflows which I have created for automation. You can replicate the same. Only change the Java version, use the XMLs, different XMLs if you want to run multiple XMLs and parameters. Rest everything will remain same. Satish 1998 gmail.com. Okay. What is the minimum skill set required to switch jobs in the current market for QA with 2 years of manual testing experience? Satish, see, when it comes to 2 years, 0 to 2 years, generally people consider as a fresher. So even if you don't learn multiple tools, at least one automation tool from web, basics of Postman, basics of database is also enough. But since the situation is little tough, Selenium with Java, Postman, rest assured, and pick one database, basics of AWS, GitHub basic workflows will be enough. But what I would recommend, Satish, don't focus on the minimum skill set, because the moment you focus on minimum skill set, is basically you are looking for a short term goal, right? That you want to switch. But if you learn things in depth, that will help you for the next 3 to 5 years, right? So don't target these small short term vision, short term goals. Learn properly, implement properly, and do the switch. Trust me, you will be free for the next 3 to 5 years. But if you just learn basics, you might do switch, you might get good hikes, but again you have to restart your journey again after 1 year or 2 years. So 2026, sit, plan properly, implement, and always plan for long term. And when it comes to manual testing, focus on that area as well, because when you start attending interviews, they will not only focus on automation, right? They will also focus on your roles responsibility. So cover from that angle as well. Started learning Playwright with TypeScript, but to practice TypeScript, it is not getting any helpful videos. And plus, what kind of questions will be there in interviews in TypeScript? That is also okay. See, Rupali, there are two questions involved. Mm, to practice TypeScript, not getting any helpful videos. I will be starting my Playwright with TypeScript series very soon, maybe in 2026, maybe in January. But if I'm not wrong, Naveen Automation Labs have a good series on TypeScript. You can visit Naveen Automation Labs. Karthik also have TypeScript series. There are a lot of videos available. Udemy you can check, but I have my own series on JavaScript. You can visit my JavaScript series. TypeScript I will plan. Now coming back to what kind of questions. See, questions will not change drastically, Rupali. Questions will be more about arrays, strings, oops, concepts. You take any programming language, the concept will remain the same, right? Data types, variable, loops, conditional statement, array, string, oops, concept, file handling. Now with JavaScript, TypeScript, you will be focusing on promises, async, await, synchronization. Now questions will be coming mostly from this area, right? So since you will be working Playwright, so async, await, promises, synchronization will be the main target areas. Obviously, all the OOPS concept, how you use OOPS concept in a framework, that will be the same. So resources wise, I will come up with my videos, but you will find many resources on YouTube for TypeScript. When it comes to advanced data analysis, then with Python, it becomes very easy. And if you are starting from scratch, then picking PyTest with Playwright looks easier, looks good option. But we see many as Playwright. Okay, one second. Let me read the question again. Advanced written analysis, Python, yes. So, picking. Okay, got it. See, Himesh, they have two different requirement. One size will not fit for all. In the same way, see, if you have to do data analysis, you have to build AI-based applications, LangChain, the perfect language will be Python, right? Now, if you want to start Playwright, again, four languages: Java, JavaScript, Python, C Sharp. So you're looking for PyTest, good option, easy option, continue. But are you getting enough opportunities? If yes, continue. If you are not getting, then why not to change your strategy? So it's similar to you are doing some extra hard work, you're not getting the results. You might have to change direction. Be flexible with your options. But if you're getting good options, good calls, good opportunities, please continue. But if not, you might have to be smart enough, flexible enough to change your direction, to change your strategy. Let's explore 2020 30. Okay. So I started as an automation intern. Should I have to do manual testing as well, or only focus on automation? Uh, so first of all, no idea about the name. See, should I have to do manual testing as well? See, you don't think manual testing is bad, first of all. It's not. See, let me break the myth. 100% automation is not possible. You will do 30%, 40%, 50, max 60, 70. You still need 30% as a uh, manual testing coverage, right? You will be creating test plans, strategies, writing test cases, executing. You will be raising bugs. You will be having meetings. You will be having all the agile ceremonies. So automation is one part of your work. Remaining part you will still have to do manually. So it's not that only automation you will do. 100% automation is not possible in every company. If you're part of core automation team, then yes. But if you're a part of a team where manual and automation is required, you have to keep a balance of both. So when you're doing the sprint planning, make sure you give enough attention to both. I have 10 years of experience in working as a manual tester. So what I need to do now, I have knowledge on automation, 2 years experience in that. See, Renu, if you want to switch, you learn multiple tools and switch. But if you're not switching and you want to get updated as per the market, get more experience in automation, explore more automation tools, explore different AI tools available in the market for automation. But if you're looking for a change, then yes, see what the market is demanding, see whether it's matching. If not, learn that and then apply. Can I get recording? Yes, this is a YouTube live. Once this live will be over, you can watch this video later as well. But I would recommend if you be live, ask questions. I will try my best to answer this. But yes, this video is getting recorded, will be uploaded on YouTube. If you say AI in automation, does it mean using AI tools to develop a script or something else? Okay, so because there are two areas. One is using AI tools to build your automation scripts. Second is you are using AI based automation tools to build your scripts. There's a difference. For example, you are learning Playwright, or not learning. Let's say you are writing a script using Playwright or Selenium. You are using GitHub Copilot to write the code for you, right? So you're using AI assistants to write the script for you, or writing the automation framework logic for you. Second part is you're using different automation tools altogether, which involves no coding at all. For example, test trigger. You logged in, you wrote some natural language, English based command, it automated, executed, right? That is second area. Third area is you have created your own AI agents, which is writing manual tests for you, which is writing automation tests for you, and then you're using that script for execution. So basically three areas. For each areas we have different tools. Hi Mukesh, I would like to start SDET, how to start, and I want to know what are the type of testing, where should I search for those? Could you please explain it? See, Shiva, I will be coming up with a roadmap very soon. And if you want to start your SDET journey, you start with functional, in functional web API mobile, in non-functional performance and security. Total 5 areas. You start with first web automation. Why web automation? Because it's easier to visualize. Whatever code you will write, you will see the actions, browse opening, click and type, drop down. You will see some action in real. So first get comfortable with UI, then you get into API. Mobile you keep at last. Even if you don't learn, I will still consider. Once you're comfortable with one tool from each category, then pick one more tool from each category and then get into non-functional. For non-functional, I would suggest JMeter from performance side. And I have a dedicated series on each and everything on my YouTube channel. So after this YouTube live, go to my YouTube channel. You say Java by Mukesh Otwani, you will get around 50 videos. For Selenium, I have more than 100 videos. For Playwright, I have more than 30 videos. But if you're looking for the paid batches live training, uh, so I will be coming up with my live class in February for Selenium, but January we are starting with Playwright. So you can explore this. I will be sharing the details in the description as well. But the early you start, that would be better because market is getting little complicated and competitive. If you delay it, it will be tough. So do it as soon as possible, either through YouTube or Udemy or live classes. It's up to you, but start as soon as possible. These first thing, can you give me a roadmap for cracking product-based organization? Yes, for this also we'll be coming with a dedicated YouTube video because this needs a dedicated roadmap. But good to see that you're targeting little high. See, if your target is good product-based companies, uh, some service-based companies, you will easily crack. So good that at least you're focusing on this as well. So I will come up with the roadmap videos. Could you please tell me about best open source and paid AI tool for testing apart from regular? Okay, you can start with test trigger. See, I can understand you don't need multiple tools. See, having more tools will not give you the label of expert. You will become expert when you explore one tool in depth. It's like you are building a shopping mall for 10 tools, but all 10 tools are doing the same thing will not help. This is what is happening in the market. Selenium Playwright. Third, you will keep Cypress. Uh, but if you want to start, you can start with Robot Framework, Serenity Framework, Karate Framework is also available. Test Trigger you can explore. Nightwatch we have, WebDriver IO we have. You will find companies are using these tools. But does it require for you? You have to see. I will not recommend learn each and every tool unnecessary. Will your course cover DevOps tools? For example, running test on Docker, Kubernetes Cloud. Yes, we will be covering how you can run your test. Uh, First of all, using GitHub Actions. GitHub Actions will create containers for you at runtime. Second part, we'll see how we can run your test on AWS using Docker. Now, when it comes to deploying grid, you can deploy either using Docker or using Kubernetes using Helm chart. We will not be covering Kubernetes, but yes, Docker, AWS, GitHub Actions will be covered. Hi, Mukesh, hope you're doing well. I have expertise in JavaScript with Playwright, Java with Selenium, and API testing with around 5 years of experience. Could you please suggest what more we can add to my profile? See, first of all, Sanjeev, with 5+ experience, you have very good skill. Kudos to you. Now, I'm not sure about your complete skill set. These are just bare minimum. Add database, add cloud, add CI/CD, add GitHub Actions, get GitHub, right? Then at least one AI-based tool. But 5+ experience with this skill set is good, very good. But keep adding other stuff as well, which is required. Please create updated roadmap for SDET skill for different years of experience for 2, 5, 10+ frame. Thanks, Abhirup. Yes, I can do that. See, eventually 2 year guy have to target for 5 as well. 5 years experience guy have to target for 10 as well. But that's a good suggestion, Abhirup. I will definitely create video on this soon. Okay, Hashir, good to see your message after long. I remember I'm Hasif from Sri Lanka. Recently joined automation engineer role after 7 years, several years working in Selenium. Now automation tools and programming language using one are different. Your thought on this? Hashir, I did not get your question actually. Now automation tools and programming languages using one are different. Okay. I'm assuming that you're saying you learned Selenium, now they're using different tool, right? Or different language. See, that is perfectly okay, Hashir. They will not adopt based on your experience, your knowledge, your expertise. You have to get comfortable with the existing tool set they have, the language which they are using, right? So this is a perfect mismatch. This happens with everyone. For example, I'm good with Playwright, but somebody hired me and now they have given me Cypress. Or maybe I've learned Cypress, now they're asking me to do in Selenium. So this mismatch will always be there. But understand one thing, Ashi, it will not change drastically, right? For example, if you change from Java to Python or Java to JavaScript, syntax will change for sure, but fundamentals will not change, right? Loops, conditional statement, array string, loops concept, exception handling. Concept wise, all languages will be same except the syntax. In the same way, when they hired for Selenium, now they are giving different language a tool. You still know fundamentals. You just learn the new syntax and move on. Instead of resisting it that no, I will not learn, get better with it. You have to become very dynamic that even after every 2 months they're changing tools or language, you should be smart enough to change. You should be flexible enough now because learning curve will get better, right? Over the once you have more experience, you will see that it just uh, okay. Let me reframe this. Once you have more experience, you will understand the foundation will not change, syntax changes. So just learn the new syntax and continue. Okay, guys, I will be having 10 more minutes. After 10 minutes, we will end. So I will be very quick for the last 10 questions. Then we can end. I have 1.2 years of experience in manual testing, basic experience in automation testing using Selenium Java, BDD, TestNG, POM, API. Okay, that's good. What is the question? Uh, but even if I don't get your question, look, that's a good skill set as a fresher. You continue learning, and if you're looking for a change, keep uploading a resume. Want to learn what to learn in 2026 to get job ready? I have 3 years of experience in QA domain. I have knowledge on API testing, manual, Selenium, Python. Okay. So see, Satya, see, whenever you come across this, that you are not sure what to learn, there are two options. Always see the current expectation in the market. So in future, if you come across the same question, generally you see the benchmark. The benchmark says that you need these much of tools. So see if your profile is matching with these tools, it's good. Otherwise, not matching, see what is missing and add. By looking at your uh, comment, I can see Playwright is missing, Cloud is missing, BDD's framework is missing. Add that, and then performance. Hi, sir. I'm into pre-sales for end-to-end digital marketing solutions. Okay. I did not get your question. What AI tool? Say different AI tools for your domain for pre-sales. I need to check because I'm more into testing. So for digital marketing solutions, pre-sales AI tools, I need to check. Forceful learning ही नहीं हो पा रही है, wishful नहीं ही हो पा रही. Okay. See, Silva, this is how uh, everybody learns. Wishful thinking needs discipline, but This happens with 99%, that until you don't have that force, you will not learn. For example, you have a wedding at your family and now you have to lose weight of 10 kgs, you will somehow manage in the 3 months. But if you don't have a goal, if you don't have any function, you might not lose even 2 kgs in 1 year. So it's not only for learning, it's for every area of your life. Suppose if I have health issues, if doctor have recommended that if you don't do this for the next 1 month, it's a problem. Now it's forceful uh, discipline on me that if I don't do this, my health will get impacted, right? So generally we wait for the triggers. So sometimes these triggers are helpful for you. If the trigger is that you have to get into a good job, hike or salary. If these things are happening forcefully, it's good. Sometimes we need that. Wishful thinking or wishful learning needs discipline, which many people are missing, including me. So forceful learning, forceful implementation is good. Okay, so I hope I have covered most of the questions, but still I will quickly check. Hi Mukesh, I was on a career break due to health issues, having 5 years of experience into manual testing. I know automation testing. Could you please suggest how to approach job hunt? See, IITM job hunt, there's only one thing. Upload your resume, create a LinkedIn profile, optimize, keep applying. If you don't get calls, then build your skill set. Again, if you're not getting calls, again reiterate. And again, if you're not getting, then you might have to contact some recruiters, some agencies. They will help you to get into the companies. Obviously, there will be some charges. You have to be ready with that charges. See, you have to try everything. Sam, dam, dand, bhet. Okay, try every single thing which can be done from your side. Rest you leave up to the market. But career break up to 4 years, I have seen not many issues. If you have more than 4 years of gap, then you might have to struggle a little bit. But startups can accept any profile. So job hunt, you start as soon as possible. You will make a lot of mistake. You will find many things are missing. The moment you see few things which is missing, work on it and continue. I have 1 point. Alok, okay. I have learned Selenium, TestNG, POM, Postman. Should I continue testing domain? See, Alok, first of all, with 1.2 years experience, take a deep breath. The skill set that you have, people don't even have for 5 years or 8 years or 10 years. I would recommend slow down, complete one area. With this speed, you will cover everything in 2 years experience or 3 years experience. Once you're comfortable with all, then you switch to DevOps. But good to see that you have that hunger for learning new stuff. But that should be coming in a positive way. Uh, See, even if you tell that I know everything in 2 years, sometimes it looks a little fishy that how someone with 2+ experience knows DevOps or all the automation tools, all the tools, right? So take it naturally, get expertise instead of learning everything. Get expertise on one tool, one language, one category, then you go into another category. I'm not asking you to stop, but take it naturally. Even if you want to learn DevOps, but switch after some time. Okay, wishing you happy new year in advance. Thank you so much, Aviru. Wishing you the same. Richa says I have 7+ experience in automation manual testing with load performance as well. Not getting enough calls. Richa, if you're not getting good calls, if I'm not wrong, you're in Chandigarh. Chandigarh, if you're only targeting Chandigarh or nearby area, opportunities are less. You should be open for new locations because obviously the most of the companies are located in Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune, Mumbai, right? So you should be flexible enough for relocation, because if you just say that in that area, chances will be very less. Your work from home opportunity is very less. So even if you don't want to relocate, but in your naukri.com resume and LinkedIn profile, you should mention that you're open to relocate. Then only you will get calls. Then only you will crack interviews. If you will be very rigid that only for this location I'm looking, you will not get much calls. So get comfortable with these areas, change the preferences, attend the interviews. Maybe at in final round you can tell HR that yes, because of marriage issues, family issues, health issues, you cannot relocate. That time they might consider. But if you just mention in your Naukri LinkedIn profile, you will not get much calls. I'm Mukesh. May I know when you will start a new batch in 2026 Java with Selenium live training? So Suku March. I will start in Feb. January we are starting Playwright. Okay. So final announcement before I take the last few questions. Those who are looking for Playwright live training program, we are starting our new batch from 12th of January. So once you're back from vacation, you can start your new year with new language with new tool. We are starting Playwright with JavaScript, and at the end we will also cover TypeScript. We will also see how to use GenAI, MCP server, and zero step library which you can use. Plus we will also use GitHub Actions, Jenkins, Docker, AWS, and we will also see how to build framework with Allure reporting. Plus from AI side, we will see different LLM models, how to deploy these models, and which LLM model is best, plus 2 additional sessions on LangChain. These are the additional bonus lectures that we will see at the end. But the complete course curriculum I have given in this website. Whenever you get time, go through it. Schedule will be Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST. Duration will be 3 months, and we're starting from 12th of January. So once the video ends, you can check the link in the description. And coming back to Java Selenium, this will start in Feb or January end. I will keep you posted. What skills are needed in current market or for the future for QA lead or higher having 12 plus experience? Bhavik, I guess this week covered, you joined little late. Roughly we have discussed this. Maybe after this, if you go through the video, you will get the answer. If you don't get the answer, I will come up with a dedicated video. What Abhirup mentioned, roadmap for 5 plus, 10 plus, 15 plus experience, what things are happening in the market, and you plan accordingly. Because the same question I can see here from Swati as well. What skills are needed in current market for 12 plus experience? So let me come up with a dedicated video. This is same question for 5 plus experience. The Akash question is different. I have 5 plus experience having good foundation skill in Java based automation, still not able to move to automation as companies ask for 3 to 4 years experience in automation. Please help. See, Akash, when you say foundation skill in Java based automation, it means you are doing automation using Java with Selenium, right? I'm not clear with the question. Maybe you reframe the question and then I can help. Nandita, when will the Java Selenium? This will start in January, end of Feb. Nandita, I will keep you posted. Devbrata Sahu, what is the market condition for automation tester? See, only December was not good, but those who have 2 to 10 years experience, they were getting good cause. I have many students who got multiple offers. There's 3 students who got more than 4 offers, but market is good. Only December was not good. Plus, this till 5th or maybe 15th of January, you can get very less calls. But after that, market is good. Only thing is focus on skills. How to be aware if I'm not getting paid enough as per my experience, knowledge, market standard. See, Richa, the best thing is you talk to your colleagues. Again, not the office colleagues, because eventually they will also get the similar pay. Better you ask someone who is working in a better company, not in the same company. See, if you stay in Chandigarh area, obviously the package will be little less because cost of living is less. Somebody who's working in Kolkata or let's say Bhubaneswar, they will get based on the location, right? So don't compare your salary with someone who's staying in Bangalore, because you will see the huge gap. But I would recommend, even in that location, do not be below average, because you will face a lot of issues when you switch. So 7+ experience, you compare with NCR, not with Bangalore, and see if you're getting less than average, then it's a red flag. Either you need to raise your voice, ask your manager, ask for promotion, do internal IGP. If not, then switch. See, the reason I'm asking you to switch or ask for hike is, the we say, right, 40 is the new 50, 50 is the new 60. What I've seen, people, they might not work for 60 years or 50 years now. uh, I've seen many people are getting retired at 45 or 50 because they cannot sustain this stressful work environment for the long term. So if you get good package, even if you work, let's say, for 45 years or 50 years, you will still make a decent money. So don't settle for less, even if you're not getting too much, but make sure you're getting as per the market standard. And it's your right to ask for the correct package, because many people are working 10 hours, 12 hours, almost 50% of your day you're spending on work. You should get paid as per the market standard. So there's nothing wrong when you're asking for hike or promotion or IGP. This we covered. New batch, Nandita, yes, we covered. Imansh, sir, you're very good. In your explanation, have learned a lot from you. Thank you so much, Imansh. Okay, nice to see you again. For the new resolution, planning to learn for Gen AI, how much need required for automation test engineer? Please give me some idea on Gen AI. Okay, Gen AI tools. So Ravi, we are almost about to end. I will be coming up with a dedicated videos on this. So that's a good resolution. But the resolutions you will break after 1 month or 2 months. Keep a target for 6 months, not as a resolution, and it's not for the short term. For the long term, also this will be definitely helpful. So I will come up with a video on this. Tavni says, "Hello sir, I wanted to say thank you for all your support and guidance. I have got a good job." Thank you so much, Tavni. Thank you so much, and many congratulations. Good to see your message. Let me take a screenshot. Good to see your message, Tavneet. Wishing you best of luck and keep in touch. Okay, last 5 minutes, then we will end. Let me see some unique questions, because most of the questions we have already covered. Pratipal Singh, do you teach manual testing? No, I don't teach manual testing. I have many trainers as a contact who teach manual testing. I can give you some reference. Let me see some unique questions. There are few questions which I'm skipping because they need a dedicated video. Sir, blindly I have resigned my job without any offer. I have 3 years of experience in manual testing. Now I'm studying for automation testing. Now I am unemployed for 4+ months. I have no idea what to do next. See, for you, the what to do next is very straightforward. You have to obviously apply. If you're not getting good calls, change your resume, update your skills, and for 3 years you will get many good calls. Okay. Only thing is you need to learn automation. And if you're into some tier 2 cities, I would recommend shift into tier 1 cities, at least for now, so that you will get good calls. Let's say you are in some tier 2 cities, you will update your location, your phone number will be updated. So you might not get good calls because of location as well. If you're into tier 1 cities, you can get good calls, good package, good negotiation, good work life balance. So for you, the immediate will be, even if you're not ready, still upload your resume, attend interview calls. Even if you're not ready, still attend interview calls, add the skills which is missing, and keep giving interviews. But for 3 years, 4 months of gap is acceptable, not a big gap. But 6+ month gap will be little tough for you because we have less experience. So it's a red flag as of now, but don't panic. You still have 2 months, or even if you get job after more than 2 months, that is fine, but take it as a high priority. Okay, so guys, that's all for today. There are a couple of questions which I could not answer. Really sorry for that, because there's still around 10 to 12 questions which I could not answer. I will try to come live again, maybe in the first week of January, and we will take the remaining questions. So, wishing you all happy New Year in advance. Please focus on your health, focus on your diet, focus on your sleep, and see, even if you earn, let's say, 1 CR or 2 CR, but if your health is getting affected, your sleep is getting affected, you're stressful most of the time, that is not what we're targeting, right? So you should target these things in the long run. So focus on these, at least health, sleep, and be mindful. Rest everything will continue. Tools will change, technology will change, even if you get a lot of money. But if you are messing with this, you will regret a lot. So thank you so much for joining the session. Wishing you all once again happy new year in advance. I will see you next year with a live session. Final announcement, those who are looking for paid trainings, you can explore my website, and those who are looking for recordings, I also have paid recordings which you can check. Otherwise, you can check my free YouTube videos. That is also more than enough to learn. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Till then, bye bye. Take care. See you soon.